episodes dropping right on time. One hot angel and one cool devil, bringing podcasts to a whole new level. They stop and stare as we display our greatness. All our enemies and foes, they'll be sure to hate this. When they ask who's the big wolf, you know who's the baddest. Put your hands up, come on, feel the madness. Feel the madness. Feel the madness. Everybody lose control. Feel the madness. Feel the madness. Come along and let's explode. Feel the madness. Come along, come along. Feel the madness. It's crazy in the panel room and it's getting heated. The crowd goes wild, not a soul is seated. You didn't come to have fun, you need to beat it. What Lewis brings to the stage can't be repeated. He brings style that's revolutionary. Sophia in the front doing the dingleberry. Others are playing and get no laughs. Dude, it's kinda scary. Critics and haters, y'all are so pathetic. We'll upstage you and be unapologetic. But back to the subject at hand, keep moving. People love the Angrygeeks, it's been proven. Appreciate all of the fans of Lewis and Sophia. So let us see your hands, come on, feel the madness. Feel the madness. Feel the madness.
Welcome to the shop that you've been dreaming of. Present few comics, it fits like a glove. Over 250,000 tales waiting to be told. Find some magic, come and grab some gold. Flip through the pages, let your passion ignite. Every issue you find is a new delight. Pleasant view where the heroes rise. In every frame, a new surprise. Come and explore the worlds we've got. 5-star wishes in every spot. From classics to treasures, we've got.
Loosey goosey shivers up and down our spine. It's that time. We are hanging tough and we are the new kids on the block. I am Lewis Perry, and with me by my side as always on your Monday night as we take this stride is the one, the only, the stream queen of New England, Sophia Cormier. Look at that smile. Look at you. Look at you. Look at you. Do it.
Do what?
I don't know. Smile. Smile,
Dingle.
child. Smile. Yes,
Oh.
Dingleberry. Yes. No, we don't even have the Dingleberry up yet, man. What's going on? What's going on? We got the king of sweaters. We got like the Mr. Rogers of comics in the back. I didn't say that. Now I didn't coin that phrase. Somebody else did. But hey, we're gonna be bringing them out in a little bit. We got a big weekend coming up this weekend. I got like a staff party to go to. We got Conan to go to. Staff, not stab. If I was a stab party, you'd be going. You'll be going to the stab party because you'll be stabbing me all the time. So, Resident Evil Requiem. I beat it. I was in shock.
Dude, you ruined the end for me.
I did. You're
You said
getting
you were
my
going to
gist.
dinner, and then you were gonna save it, and then boom. And I'm not saying nothing because it's a spoiler,
No.
but oh my god, that was nope.
I know. I was like, my reaction of that is online. You can go to our TikTok and you can go to our Instagram and our YouTube.
Please tell me
channel
you
and
did
see.
not post a spoiler, Lewis.
No, I didn't.
Lewis, you no, you need to take that
Well,
down,
half
dude.
the world seen it. They all.
No,
I mean,
no. Lakota hasn't
It
seen it
says
yet.
spoiler. It says spoiler on it.
Okay,
does.
if you
It
put a
says, don't
spoiler
worry.
alert in the title,
It does.
then you're okay.
It does.
Better.
But it does say, "What did you do?"
Or there's gonna be a
That's
stabbing
exactly
party.
It says, "What did you do?" right in the title. Cause I was sad. I'm not gonna say nothing.
I know. Don't say nothing. We gotta get
but
some
the whole-
comments. We got like
I know. We gotta bring our guest.
we got
on,
like
but now-
36 comments.
All right, hurry up. We got an important guy backstage. We gotta bring him
We
on.
do.
He's a good
All
friend.
right,
of
Guy
mine.
Brusha says hello. Sophia and Lewis, hello, Guy Brusha.
Hello.
Mrs. Raver, hey, beautiful people. Hello, Mrs.
Hold
Raver.
on. We got it. Hold it.
Hurry, fast.
Hello, baby.
Okay.
Over across the ponds in the UK. Disco.
Oh, I posted a clip about that too. Okay.
Disco from Australia. Hello,
Disco, what's going on, brother?
Disco. How's it going? We have Corrupt in the house. Hello, Corrupt. How's everyone doing? We have Celtic Wolf Queen. Love the name. Hi, Sophia. I just wanted to
love
say
that.
hello. Someone gave me a sub to your channel shortly after I followed. I'll message you so you know who I really am. Aww. Well, thank
I
you.
love that name. That name is
It's
awesome. I
such a
gotta
cool
get like a
name.
wolf,
Thank
a
you.
wolf howl. I do. That's cool. I love that.
Guy says, welcome in. Thank you, Guy, for welcoming
Thank
in.
you, guy.
Yeah, everyone. Apparently, Twitch messaging is broken again. No,
Oh,
that's what I heard.
no.
No. We got some emotes. We got more emotes.
Okay.
Hello, Disco. Disco says hello, Lewis.
So,
Donald says hi, Lewis and Sophie.
Hey,
Hi,
Donald, what's
Donald.
going on? Okay.
You're like an HR early, an hour early.
An hour early. No,
Did you
we're
say
not.
an
We're right
hour?
on time. No.
Yeah, we're on time. Dingleberry.
Dingleberry time. Dingleberry.
Yes.
No, we're right on time, man.
We are on time.
We are right on time.
Hi,
Joe
Joe.
McDonald
Joe,
in the house. E-I-E-I-O.
Joe says Dingleberry. Dingle.
Oh, my God.
Dingleberry
Come
time.
on.
Dingleberry.
Dingle.
My God. Joe McDonald in the house. E-I-E-I-O. Can I bring our guest on now, please? 'Cause
Almost
he
done.
said-
We're almost done. Hi,
Oh,
Ben.
Benny Helmet. Ben, are you going to be at the convention this weekend?
Mrs. Raver says we beat it 2 times now. Heck yeah, let's
Yes,
go.
I know.
Hope beat RE9 in 2 lengthy nights.
Well,
Right.
I had to I had to spread my thing out.
Your
because-
cheeks? Just kidding.
Yeah, no.
sorry.
Well, you stop. You're gonna make. My God.
Sorry. All right.
Clip that,
God.
please, guy. Please, guy. Clip that. Thank you. Okay.
Clip it on the Angrygeeks side. All right. Joe spent the afternoon doing a photo shoot with my favorite horror author. Oh, hell yeah.
Oh,
I can't wait to
yes,
see the
okay.
pictures.
I know.
Thank you, guys. Absolutely. Yes. I'm
absolutely.
sitting and waiting at a supplier's factory for my order that I have to pick up.
Okay.
Nice. At work. Send a message. Okay, thank you. Definitely will check that
Thank you.
out. Crowbar. Hey, Lewis. Hi, Sophia. You cute little devil. Hi.
No, she's the
Hi,
cute
devil.
angel. I'm the one cool devil. Right? She's the angel. I'm the cool devil. Unless she's calling me the cute little devil. I don't know. Okay.
I mean-
Anyway, next, come on. We gotta bring a guest on.
Okay. We got Nick. Hi, Nick.
Nick, what's going on, Rocky? What's going on?
Speed
From
run.
where, Massachusetts? From where, Massachusetts?
No, you usually
Nick,
know.
yes.
Oh, we have daylight savings time, bruh.
Yes,
Daylight
that
savings
was a
time.
clip. That is a clip I made. I made a clip on Twitch. I'm so proud of myself.
Yes.
Miss Raven, you got it. Baby now. You
Hello, baby.
That's why
you
we're off an
actually
hour.
have to see it. I made that clip.
There was a time
Okay, go on.
change. Yes, thank you,
Yeah.
Joseph. Wow, there's a lot of comments.
Joseph, bro, I know
Hi,
we have to get
Joe.
our guest
I'm
on.
almost
I didn't
done.
know they had.
I'm almost done. That's why
Well,
we
I
have to
did-
do it like this. Wait, which conventions is Northeast Comic Con?
Yes, Northeast I didn't know they had daylight saving times
Really?
across the pond.
Different. It's different. They have it different.
Okay.
Ours isn't until March 29th. Ah, that's
Okay.
why.
All right. So without further ado, I know this next person, just like Joe St. Pierre, just like our last 3 guests of the week, for 11 years since I started this, and he was one of the nicest guys that I ever met. And we just clicked in our friendship, and I fell in love with his artwork, but I also fell in love with our friendship. He supported Angrygeeks from day one, going back to the Ali days, even before Jar Jar. Met him at Boston Comic Con before it got changed to Fan Expo, before it got changed to Wicked Comic Con. And I fell in love with his artwork, fell in love with Hellena, the one, the only, Ian Chase Nichols. What's going on?
Hello.
Hi.
Jessica. Hi, Jessica.
Oh, Jessica.
Oh,
I mean, even
with the new
Jessica,
last name.
I know it, Jessica. Now, by the way, I'm Ian. I know this is your time, but
Hello, baby.
now I just have to say, Jessica, you broke my heart on Friday. She got married. Now,
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
yes, I know. I was there, and it was so cool to be a part of her and Kenny's. Now, I have to put all the flirting on the side. It was so cool to be there. I was given play-by-play the two ladies in my life, to Miss Rose and Sophia. I was texting them both all night long. And I was like, this, and then this. I was texting them both, and then Sophia and I had a long conversation on the way home.
I'm like, where's the pictures, bro? I want pictures.
Yeah, I know. I was sending her pictures because Rose was here taking care of her dad. But Jessica, I'm so happy for you and Kenny. And yes, so yeah, thank you for having me at the wedding. It was.
Wait.
Oh,
Northeast Comic Con.
Okay, yes, Northeast Comic Con.
Lewis, was there dancing? Were you a dancing fool?
No, I didn't have nobody to dance with.
Oh.
I wasn't. Michael Berge was there, and I wasn't going to dance with him. But
Ooh.
oh,
Heading to the honeymoon tomorrow morning. Disney, here we come.
baby.
Let's go.
Oh, take a picture of the pirates for me, please, and send it to me, or Stitch. But either pirates or Stitch, please. I appreciate it. No, I didn't dance, but they did. They touched my heart because they danced to Elvis, and I text both Rose and Sophia right away. Elvis, they played Elvis.
Yep.
And so yeah, I can't help falling in love with you. I was singing. I stood up and I was singing, and Virgie goes, "I know you're gonna sing this." I said, "Of course I did." I was singing the song, but no, I did not dance because I had nobody to dance with. If you were there, Ian, I would have asked you to dance.
We would have had a great time.
I know we would have. If Sophia was there, yes, I would have danced with her, and I would, of course, I would have danced with Miss Rose. But no, I did not dance. I had cake though. I wasn't supposed to, but I did. I had cake, but I was good.
Good.
I was good.
Good.
All right. So, Ian, you are. I want to ask you a question first.
Sure.
What was the commission that you did for me?
I did a Lobo commission for you.
There you go. Look
course,
at that.
yeah.
That was 8 years ago, and you still remember. Now, let's see. Where was it in the geek layer? Let's see. Where was it hanging in the geek layer? Do you remember that?
I don't know. No.
Oh, you even made a comment about it.
Well, yeah, was it hanging next to Joe's piece, the Superman
Yes.
piece?
Oh my.
Okay.
Yes.
There we go.
Yes.
Okay.
No, it wasn't next to his Superman. It was next to his Aquaman.
Oh, his Aquaman. Okay.
Yes, but you were very surprised that you made a comment, and that you were like, "Oh my God, you hung that next to Joe's." I'm like, yes, of course.
Well, it's wall space is a premium, and when somebody puts your stuff on their wall, it's a very, very high compliment. So I thank you.
Yes.
No, I thank you, man. The thing was awesome. I was looking for the picture. I wanted to put that up there, but back then I was following someone's rules where they said, "Hey, if you're going to do what you do, you have to dress like this and act like this." And so I was following their rules and I felt naked. And I was talking with Chris Campana about that, where I wasn't being me. And now, so I'm kind of sad that I couldn't find a picture. But also, the pictures that I've been showing the past couple weeks with me and Chris and me and Joe, I was like, wow, yeah, no.
Yeah, I've got pictures of. I should have sent you some. If that was the memory lane one, I could have. I had a good one of us. I think it was from Empire one year. There was one of us where we were all hanging out. I think it was the year that Denny O'Neil was there. I think that was the year. So,
that was the second year at Empire.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
But yeah, I like Joe's Aquaman piece that you have, but I love that Superman piece that he did for you. That was such a wonderful piece.
That was a wedding gift for Rose and I for our wedding.
Yeah.
Speaking of weddings, wow. Let's talk your creator-owned project,
Sure.
Undersea Hero.
That's right.
You and
Undersea
I,
Hero.
you and I both are huge Aquaman fans.
It's true.
What made you want to do a? I don't want to say parody. I don't want to say likeness, but this is a character by perusing the book is kind of a mixture of Aquaman and the Tick. Am I correct?
I mean, it's a satire for sure. And if you look at, I even published in the issue 0 that was a San Diego premiere exclusive. And then in the final book, I originally came up with the character back in college, and he looked very different. He looked more like a straightforward superhero character, but I was still trying to do some sort of, if not satire, looking at it from a different lens, kind of a perspective. And it started off as just a goofy idea that I did. I even did one piece for a class, and it sat on the shelf. And then, as we've mentioned, I worked on the Tick for over 10 years, so it informed a lot of my work. And when I decided to kind of go back and revisit that idea, it was definitely informed by all of the things that I'd learned over the years, and all of those techniques, all those different cartooning styles and things. And when I wanted to look at it, and I looked at those old, I mean, there were some decent jokes from when I was younger, but it didn't have a lot of structure, and it was definitely written by, as I refer to him, as almost a different creator in myself at that time, because I hadn't learned as much. I was still, 20 years old at the time, so I hadn't gone through those paces of becoming a better artist and, learning the craft more. And I tried to do it in such a way where I kept some elements that I think were really important to me at that time, and then I tried to hone it in a way that I now would approach storytelling, and put out a book that myself at both periods of time would find some enjoyment out of. At least, my when we're young, we're very, at least when I was very concerned with, like, oh, you don't want to be a sellout, you want to have your own voice, and it has to be all these very specific things. And some of that is still there, but it's also knowing that you have to create a cohesive plot for people to have a story to latch onto, and not just to have a whole bunch of gags. So that was kind of, when you read the book, there is a very tight and cohesive framework amongst the chaos, and even a musical number in the middle of the book. So
That's awesome. What was your attraction to Under the Sea? What was your attraction to a character like Aquaman? We never touched on that.
yeah, when I was a kid, I grew up by the ocean. My family had been on and around Nantucket Island for generations, and I would go there for summers and some holidays to visit family members. And in the summertime, I would get jobs working down on the docks, and for several years, I worked for the aquarium there. I just kind of always had this fascination with it. Even before that, I would go fishing with my father and love going to the aquariums. Like Mystic Aquarium down in Connecticut was near where I grew up. It was like the one thing that my parents knew, on a rainy day. A long time ago, it wasn't, when I was a young person, it was not as, as expensive as it is today, since they've expanded and made it this giant, huge thing that it is. It was just one little building actually back then. And, we would go and look at the fish and hang out. And I don't know, I just always liked that stuff. And in the comics, we've talked about this part before, is that I always preferred Aquaman to Submariner. So, as far as like when I was a kid picking that superhero, he was on the Super Friends. He had his own cartoon show. You saw him around. It was just a natural fit. And the comics themselves, and I don't know if either of you, Sophie or Lewis, had this when you were growing up, is like, I had a choice between buying one new comic or 3 bargain bin comics. So when I was a kid, I was buying 3 bargain bin comics, and Aquaman was usually in there.
Interesting.
When did you discover drawing?
Oh, super young. So real little kid drawing horrible little scribbles of like the Ghostbusters or whatever. I definitely, and it was kind of a full circle moment when I did the TMNT Ghostbusters cover with Campana, that like I was drawing that crossover when I was like 5. So that was like, it was kind of
awesome.
Except it was with crayons and it was on construction paper, but that, like, those ideas were there when I was a little kid.
That's so cool.
Speaking of Sophia, how are we with chat?
Caught up. Other than what Joe had said that you were with the Cake Boss, aka
Oh,
Virgie.
oh yes, I was with the cake box.
Yeah.
Speaking of crossover and dream crossovers, Batman Ninja Turtles. How was it to work on that book?
It was interesting. I grew. One of the first things I watched as a kid with my mom was the Adam West TV show on Nick at Night. When I was a kid, it was on Nick at Night. You could watch Adam West and Linda Carter, and then the George Reeves Superman was all on there on like a big block. So it was like that was what the two of us would watch on a little black and white TV in the kitchen. And when it got the opportunity came forward, and it was a New England Comics exclusive, the store called me and they said, you've done Ninja Turtles. We're going to pitch you, and this is one of those things that people don't necessarily know is that they can, even if a store or a vendor picks you as an artist, the publisher can still reject you. So you have to go in and they have to look at your portfolio or look at the work you've already done and approve or not approve whether you do it or not. So they sent me the style guide for animated adventures when I did my first animated adventures cover. So they knew that I could do that look, but they still wanted to see some sketches of like the Bruce Timm style Batman. And one of the interesting things about it is when I went and talked to all my other buddies that did covers for that series, I was the only person that they were like, you really got to follow the Bruce Timm style guide. And everybody else kind of like Ben Bishop got to draw the Ben Bishop Batman. People got to do kind of their own twists. But it was interesting because if I look back at that cover now, even though I was doing the style guide, it was still my proportions, my movement. So it still had enough of my oeuvre to not be mistaken for someone else's work. So, but
you killed it.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, we did like 6 or 7 sketches. NEC vetoed one, and then it was settled on. But then they kind of changed it at the last minute. The one thing that's hidden on that is if you saw the Adam West Batman movie, there was the United Underworld, and that was kind of all the bad guys teaming up. And my little Easter egg in it is if you look in the background, Catwoman standing in front of the United Underworld backdrop. It's like they had reunited for this one thing through the Bruce Timm TMNT crossover.
That's pretty cool. Ben says, Ian, did you know about the Batman Elmer Fudd special?
It's a classic. It's great. Lee Weeks, incredible artist.
What version did you like? Did you like because in that story there was actually 2 different stories. Which story did you like? The dark and broody one or the comedic lighthearted story?
I like the range. I like how they play off of each other and the experience. They did the Aquaman Jabberwocky, which was a blast.
Oh my god, that was hilarious. that was hilarious. But the Batman Elmer Fudd one, the darker one, was crazy.
Yeah,
absolutely crazy. It was.
And Lee did the Batman annual either that year or the next year. And if you read them back to back, you can see like the through line of how he does mood and the way he does his storytelling. He's a modern master. He's great.
Let's talk Iron Face.
Oh, sure.
What's that?
I said sure.
Yeah. Where did the concept come from, and what's happening next for that character?
It was originally created by Dan Paul. He created it when he was a little kid, and he actually used to write these little stories on like index cards and rent them out to his classmates like videos long ago. And then they started reading them on the Sour Kool-Aid Show, which was his podcast and YouTube show, and it picked up steam. Really liked it. The first story that we did was actually read by Andrew WK on the channel. They did all kinds of little animated bits, but yeah, it was Dan. They approached me. I really liked working on it, and then we're in talks. I want to do more comic stuff with it. I've been held up basically for the last 2 years on the Undersea Hero stuff, and we're finishing up the fulfillment, getting stuff out to people. We're about 65% of the way through getting boxes out. So.
All right, Sophia, you had a question with Ian about the boxes and the Kickstarter. Ian held one up, and you were complimenting on the box. Ian, do you want to hold up that box? Can you hold up that
Sure,
box?
yeah, I've got a stack here.
Yeah.
I do these. These are these I call box doodles, and we just have fun with them. I'll draw whatever character I feel like that evening, and this is not something that anybody paid for. This is just drawing on the mailer, and they get this in addition to all of the backing stuff that they got. There's a couple of ticks. Here's one. Here's a Phantom Stranger. I know that would be up Lewis's
Oh my
alley.
God,
So
that
we
is
got them.
beautiful.
And then
They're
here's
awesome.
here's a Swamp Thing that I haven't
Whoa.
finished yet.
Look at the detail.
So yeah,
Those
I
are
just
nice.
have fun with them, and whenever I open up my online store again when we're done with this, I'll just keep doing them because people like them and I enjoy doing them. So
Yes. So cool. I love
so
that.
if you order a $10 book, you'll get a sketch of whatever on the box.
That's so awesome.
So when you do those sketches, it's just whoever you feel like drawing at the time.
Yeah, I don't take suggestions or requests on them. It's just you're coming over to my house for a meal, and you're gonna have what I'm serving, or you don't have to have it. You can give it away, you can pass it off to the next person.
I like that.
That's brilliant.
Although I will say I'm very lucky, and everybody's been very nice. Like I have to say, I mean, I don't know if it's knock on wood or if I've just been blessed with nice people, but I rarely see people ever flip my stuff. Occasionally with like the special edition tick stuff, I'll see that. But when it comes to people who reach out to me for my work and stuff, they're really kind, and they'll say that they keep them, and I'll get pictures from years later from people, and it's the best feeling.
It's so cool.
First, Ian, I mean, can you hold up the Ninja Turtle one again and the tick?
Yeah. Here's Raphael.
Look, I mean,
That is amazing.
Viewers, now if you are listening to this on Spotify, iTunes, or one of the outlets for just audio only, what you are missing is this is on a cardboard mailer box, and they are just not black and white sketches. These are colored sketches that your mail carrier is going to be delivering to your front door. And now, is that pastel? It's chalk or marker?
These are paint pens, so yeah, they're like, and the people at the post office love them. So it's like the whole process is just positive and nice. So it's like, why wouldn't I keep doing them?
Now,
Yes.
wow. Unfortunately, everyone that Ian just showed are all spoken for already. So as Ian was saying, once his online store gets open, that's when you're going to get your chance to get this.
Yep.
So we're at the end of the show, we're going to get all the hearsay and everything when that's going to happen. But right now, 65%, he's almost done getting these obligations out of the way.
Yeah.
And once that's done, get your $10 ready to get a book, man. You're going to get that box. And speaking of getting stuff out of the way, Sophia, get ready, because it's time for the Erica Legacy Foundation. You want to tell everyone what that's all about?
So the Erica Legacy Foundation is a foundation where people can go when they are not doing okay mentally or emotionally. So if you or any of your friends are going through a hard time, our Legacy Foundation is an amazing foundation to check out. And there's the link. Thank you, Mango. ericalegacy.com.
It's now time for Quiz with Quimsel.
And Sophia on the beat, we turning heads, bringing heat to the street. Get ready now, it's our time to shine. Feel the rhythm, every move is divine. Feel the madness, it's a party in your soul. Feel the madness, let the good times roll. Feel the madness, come and join the ride.
Hello, everyone. Okay, I'm going to ask you a question. You have to answer correctly. The question for today is, the term stan can be traced back to a song by which artist?
Did you say Stan?
Stan, S-T-A-N.
Elvis.
No.
I assume it's Eminem.
Yes, you got it correct. It is Eminem.
What? What?
Eminem.
Ian, how did you know that?
I'm old enough for when that was a popular song on top radio or whatever.
Joe with Eminem. See, Joe knows too.
That was stupid.
It was not. Cat butt. You said my question was too easy, so now I changed it.
Yes, now it's too hard.
There's no pleasing you, Luis.
That was a solid question. Don't let him get you down.
Thank you. Oh, Ryan.
Ryan
easy.
Santos in the house.
See, Ryan knew the answer.
Ryan's got a new book out. It's a detective story. It looks great.
Jay Kennedy
I know
says,
it's. And did you know that it's called Dirty Living? And did you know that Sophia and I are both in that book?
No, I haven't picked it up yet. I got to grab one.
Uh-oh.
Cat OF. Yes.
Yes.
Cat butt.
Ian, did you hear me?
I did not know that. I'll have to pick one up. I haven't gotten it yet.
Yeah, we are in a digital copy. I don't have it up here, but Ryan last week or 2 weeks ago, last week, 2 weeks ago, who's that? Oh, Ryan is. We love Ryan here on the Angrygeeks. He's such an awesome guy. But yeah, Sophia and I are both in Dirty Living. Let's talk the comic.
Wait until Terrificon. Oh, you got something planned? You got something special? Let's go.
Fat Cat Funnies. The
Yeah.
Acts of Hellena. The one that started it all. For our relationship, our friendship. Where does she come from?
Oh, physical copies to be available.
She's just a character that I like to draw when, she's super tough. She's super brave. She's able to handle situations that when I feel stressed out, I don't know if I can. So it's just one of those things that I do to help get through stuff. And she's when I was really stressed out about Undersea Hero, I drew probably about 7 or 8 pages of a story that would be the next book when it's done. So yeah.
And she's been around? How many issues have she been around, and how long?
I think I've done 5 books at this point, and they're kind of disjointed as far as their sequentialing. But the next one would be like the issue 2 of the new series, I guess.
Okay. What? What are you laughing at, little one?
What? No, don't put me on the spotlight. I'm laughing at comments.
Oh, okay. Show the comments, please. Bring them up.
Okay.
Jay Kennedy is making his presence known.
Go down. Go. Bring the comments. No. Jay Kennedy, stop it.
Jay Kennedy has entered the chat. Yeah.
Yes, I know. Sorry, Public Access TV. Sorry, Pod TV.
Canceled.
He and I are talking about doing a late night show, so we'll see.
Yes, I know. Jay Kennedy wants us to record a D&D game, and with Jay, I'm kind of scared about doing that.
Pirate Metal.
Oh, back in the day, I remember that. Ian, if you had a chance to draw any character, hi chef, any character, what other than any character that you have already drawn? What character would you like to work on if you can write or draw any character? What character do you want to?
I mean, I would want to keep working on some creator-owned stuff that I have in mind that I don't want to let out. But do you mean like at a specific publisher or something along those lines? It could be
any specific publisher or any public domain character. It could be out of the big 2. It could be an Image character, a Boom character. You already worked at Boom. It could be a Dynamite character, a character from the past, a character you grew up on that's not being publicized. It is being published. What character are you like? I would like to either bring this character back, work on this character, or I want to work on this character.
I guess I'll go by publisher, I guess. It would just be at DC. The one that I would bring up, just because I actually have a good idea for it, would be a book that was around a long time ago called Angel and the Ape.
Oh.
It's a very silly comic about a Sam Simeon, who is an ape who is also a professional cartoonist, and a lady who he works with, and they solve crimes together.
Okay.
At Dynamite, I would say any of the John Carter stuff, just because I read that stuff growing up as a kid. And at Marvel, there's a book that, again, I like the stuff that is a little bit on the sillier side usually. And I would say a book called Damage Control that was created by Dwayne McDuffie and Ernie Colon, both incredible, underrated creators. And, I also just love working on creator-owned stuff for other people because it's such a rare opportunity. And in comics, a lot of people in the history of comics have drawn, Superman or, these other characters. But when I got to draw Usagi Yojimbo, that was an incredible honor because it's a creator-owned book. Not a lot of people ever get to touch it. And same with the Tick. There's only a handful of us around that ever worked on that character in comics. There's just not that many of us. I really appreciate and enjoy those really rare opportunities, whether it was Savage Dragon or pick any creator-owned character that Steve Rude's characters like the Moth or whatever. That would be fun. There's all kinds of stuff out there that just would be really neat, just because it's such a singular voice that brought it somewhere, and then to try to do something that does it justice is a fun challenge. And with Usagi, I did it through looking at an artist called Hokusai, a Japanese artist, who's just an incredible artist who did printmaking really in the 1930s, 1940s. And there was a great art exhibit of it at the Boston MFA shortly before I got that assignment. And I really tried to be inspired by that. And it was just a fun journey, even though it was just one cover.
I knew you were going to have a profound answer for that. That's why I didn't ask any of your peers the same question, because you just you nail every answer, every question that is thrown at you. You're just you don't come out and say, well, Daredevil. You just come up and say these titles that not really anyone. I was really thinking Blue Devil was going to come out. When you said Angel and Ape, I was like, holy cow. All right. That is awesome.
Why not Inferior 5? Because I couldn't afford the issues when I was a kid. I've read a couple of them, so I just don't know them. But I did come up with a decent pitch for Angel and the Ape if that ever came about.
So you like silly, eh? And then D-Max says, I used to work for MFA in Boston.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Did not know that. Very cool.
All right, so let's go back to some of your roots again. The Tick. Do you prefer the Fox original live action, the Amazon live action, or the Fox cartoon?
This is a loaded question because I know all these people, and you're trying to get me in trouble.
I am not, but hold on. We have to acknowledge
Jar Jar, why are you dying?
Hey, Jar Jar.
Jar Jar!
Is he dying because he's watching Ian, or is he dying because he's playing Resident Evil, or is he dying because he's sick?
Or is he hungry? He could be hungry.
That's true.
No, he's not hungry.
How do you know?
I know my brother. He's dying because he's sick.
Joe said Jar Jar.
He's either dying because he's sick, dying because he's laughing.
He has food poisoning.
No.
Sorry.
Okay. So,
sorry.
Ian,
I hope you feel better.
I'll give you a tiered answer, but it is the truth. When I read the comics or when I've written the Tick or drawn the Tick, the voice in my head is that of Townsend Coleman, the guy that voiced it in the cartoon show. So that's the voice of the Tick that I hear. The silliness of the Fox show, it gives it very good rewatchability, and Patrick was fantastic in it. But to me, season 2 of the Amazon show is almost perfect with Lobstercules, and the way that, because it was continued, and Ben Edlund was the showrunner for that series. And if you read the comics and know the comics, that was probably the direction he would have steered it if he was still interested in doing comics.
Do you think that the Tick has. Let me rephrase my question. Did you ever feel that the Tick had the longevity that it did, to be as popular as it was? I mean, it was like super silly. A lot of comic book fans out of New England didn't really know who the Tick was. People that bought books outside of New England were like, "What the hell is this?" And
I used to watch the
us,
Tick show, the
Oh,
cartoon.
nice.
I'm talking comic book collectors
Gotcha.
outside of New England would say spoon, and you're like, "What the heck are you talking about?" No, it's a New England based comic because it wasn't indie comic here in New England. Were you ever surprised that it caught on worldwide?
I mean, when I am lucky enough to go to different
Spoon.
states and
Spoon.
do do conventions in different states all over the country, everyone I meet knows the Tick, is excited for the Tick, and like wishes there was more Tick. And it's a cult figure, and it's not a large, mass audience thing, but there's always a group of people, and they're always questioning and asking about it, and there's just a love for it because the character really embodies like just a pure sense of joy. So like when you get people to give it a chance, like, and that's one of the hard things about independent comics, and we've talked about it many times, is like
Mm,
people really are hindered by their bias towards brand recognition, and that would be like, I'm going to pick up the new Spider-Man or the new Batman, and I enjoy them, sure, but you're missing out on like some really really fun and just interesting things to do. I mean, to read. And, I love to pick up books that are, homemade by different people or small press or whatever. And the Tick started that way, of course. It started in the newsletter. It's just the mascot. So, it was in like 3 or 4 issues of that. Then they did the special edition one. And in this area, because Ben was from this area, people grew up with him. It was like, oh, this guy that was in this history class with my sister, anytime I do a show around here, someone tells me how they're connected to Ben and not just the Tick, and that's another interesting layer to it. And you know, I think it's just a joyful character. I hope that it has a long future. I don't know what that'll be as far as the publishing goes. I don't know what that'll be as far as the television or transference goes for other mediums. But Ben still loves the character. He just drew a picture of him not that long ago on Twitter. He does those little post-it note sketches every now and again. So there are people who can do things about it that still love the character, and there are people that are excited that when that happens, they'll be ready for it.
I feel the same way right now. I don't buy mainstream books, though. I think Feral is the best comic out on the market today.
Huh?
I will. Are you familiar with Feral?
No,
It's
I'm
about
writing it
cats.
down right now.
Yeah, Feral is about. I turned Sophia on to Feral. It's just amazing. Think Walking Dead, but with cats, and it's amazing. I would rather read a comic that my friends wrote, you, Joe, Chris, or go to the con and read something like Gnarl or something that my friends wrote because it's brand new. With that being said, before we take our next break, say Spider-Man was, yes, there you go. I mean, Feral, it was just Find Stray Dogs too. But Stray Dogs was really good.
I've seen
But
Stray
Feral,
Dogs. Yeah.
yeah, Feral so much better. Do you think if Spider-Man were to come out today as an indie book, do you think it would still have that? Sophia, this is a question for you too. Do you think it would still have that cultural impact? Do you think it would still have that traction?
What do you think, Sophia? Maybe.
I don't
No,
know.
you don't know? Like if it was an indie book and say like Ian was at his table, oh, this is a character I created. His name
Yeah.
is Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Do you think that it would be perceived today as it was back then? Back in the 60s
It's hard to
when it was-
say. I feel like things are different these days than back then, So
Well, what about you, Ian? Do you think he would be accepted as a character? Do you think it would be just as popular?
I mean, there's sort of layers to that question, like Sophia said. There's the difference then and now being like the definition of like what monoculture is, and where there's fewer outlets for people to necessarily get their entertainment back then, or just fewer channels on the TV. You know, when you go to the newsstand, there's no games or whatnot. But I do believe that if someone, I mean, you look at so many indie comics that do succeed now, that I do think that there is an appetite and a desire for people to find things that are entertaining. And I do think that, you know, it'll start small. Like it gets on Kickstarter, the first one gets funded, and it takes a little bit of time, and then the second one comes out. I'm trying to remember, there was a book, was it Red something, Scarlet Twilight? That was one that came out on Kickstarter that like got picked up and steamrolled and got bigger and bigger. That was a good one. You know, I did a book called Imaginary Drugs back in the day. I just did a little short story in a big anthology, and that one got picked up and then went to IDW, and then it went on from there. And I think they licensed it at one point. It may not be in the form that we see in our, you know, nostalgic lens, but I think that it would very, very likely have the opportunity that other quality books and creators do today.
All right. Hey, it's time to pay some bills. We'll be right back.
It's the question of the week. Let's dive right in. Riddles and laughter. Where do we begin? Silly little queries, they never grow old. In this game of wits, our stories unfold. Why did the chicken cross? Oh, who knows why? Knock, knock jokes that make us all sigh.
Question of the week is brought to us by Alternate Universe LLC,
Cat butt.
Milford and New Haven.
Cat butt.
And every Wednesday
Cat butt.
is New Comic Book Day. So make sure you contact Eric and the guys. If you don't have an LCS, you want to get kicked? You want to, you want to get kicked. Come see Sophia. She'll kick you. And she'll she'll dingleberry you at the same time. If you want to get a copy of the Tick, you want to get a copy of any of Ian's books, contact Eric. I'm sure he has them there. And he'll get them to you, mail you flat. Just like
I just
Stan Lee
realized we're
did
both
back in
wearing
the
a
day.
Batman shirt.
Yeah, I know. Look at that. Yay.
See, he's a bat and a robin.
Oh, cool.
Yes, we are twinsies. Anyway, question number 1. First is going to be answered by, and it's so funny that we're both wearing Batman t-shirts, because wait till you see the question. First is going to be answered by Ian, then Sophia, then Chat, then me. And it's so funny. Ian, who would be the worst casting choice for Batman ever? Who would be the worst casting choice for Batman ever?
That's a professional actor, because I would any number of my friends I think would do a terrible job.
Who would be the worst casting choice for Batman ever?
You asking me or Ian?
No, I'm asking Ian. Come on now. Yes.
I have to. Well, I mean, since we had a cat on, my cat Bruce. His name is Bruce, so he already has an empath, I think, and with the role. I think he could get his mind around being another Bruce.
Okay.
I like that.
Sophia.
Pee Wee Herman.
Oh, okay, Chat.
Okay, Chat. All right.
Chat.
Well, let's see. We had it, George Clooney. Oh, he wasn't
Okay.
worse.
All right.
But he wasn't the best. The current Batman is a terrible Batman.
Okay.
Robert Pattinson.
Oh. Wow. Yeah, Robert.
Jay Kennedy. Woody
Nice.
Allen.
Well, oh my God, that's a good one.
Hello, ADK. How's it going?
Hello, ADK. What's going
Happy
on?
Monday.
That's all Chat has. Oh my God. I'm gonna say Bobcat Goldthwait.
Who?
As Bobcat Goldthwait.
The director.
Never heard that name.
No, Bobcat Goldthwait. He's like that crazy guy.
Shaquille O'Neal, good luck convincing folks Bruce Wayne is a different 7'2". Dude, he wouldn't fit in the Batmobile.
Good. That's a good one. No,
Would Pee-wee be the worst or the absolute best? It would be entertaining to watch, actually. Adam Sandler.
Adam Sandler.
Oh my God.
Go on, you don't know who Bobcat Goldthwait is?
I've never heard that name.
Oh, sure. He was in Police Academy and stuff. He's more known as a director now, but yeah.
Oh.
Really? I didn't
Emo
know
Phillips.
Yeah. Emo Phillips.
Tarantino.
Quentin Tarantino. Oh, good answer. Good answer. All right, is that it, chat? We can get to question number 2. Is that it? No more? Okay. Going once, going twice.
Shia.
Oh,
The guy
Shia
who plays
LaBeouf.
Batman in The Brave and the Bold.
Oh, okay. That is
Peter
Peter Dinklage.
Christopher Walken. Hello, Denver.
Christopher Walken. Oh my God, that's
Batman,
perfect.
the baby oil slinger. Oh Lord.
Oh, that's too soon.
Shia
LaBeouf. Okay.
Oh my goodness, this is a popular question.
Yes, I know. Keith Russell was referring to not Lewis, but the other guy, Oswald from the Drew Carey Show. He is the guy that Keith Russell, Jacob Marley, was referring to as being Batman. Oh my God, I could see that. Oh my God. Okay, question number 2. Ian, what's a childhood belief you still kind of think is true? What's a childhood belief you still kind of think is true?
I mean, it's pretty obvious. I think the ocean is super cool. And I think everything that's in it, like there's just so much discovered. Not that long ago, they discovered a species of whale that was over like 30 feet long. You'd think we've been traveling the oceans as a species for so long that we'd have found all the whales by now. Well, we hadn't, and it's pretty cool.
Oh,
Like that.
okay. Sophia, what's a childhood belief you still kind of think is true?
Honestly, the way I was raised, I would say as a kid, treat people with respect and you'll get respect back.
Okay.
It's a good one.
I believe, she preaches that to me daily. I get that all the time for the little one. I do. She keeps me straight when Rose isn't around. All right, chat.
Joe says, all good things come to those who wait.
And I preach
believe
that.
I love that too. I love that.
I preach that to the little one.
Dietrich Bader.
Yes,
Watching
there you
TV
go.
ruins your eyes.
And
Yeah. Now it's computer
chat.
screens.
Yeah, I know. Chat, any more questions? No, come on, any more
You
answers?
mean
Let's go.
answers?
Jacob Marley. Any more? No.
Jay?
No.
And the episode grinds to a halt.
Yeah. I'm gonna say that karma is yes.
Growing up in the 80s, I believe the Celtics were the balls.
Celtics.
Oh, Celtics were the balls. Still kind of are, even without Bird. Oh, like the Boston Celtics.
Lewis, I'm surprised your answer didn't involve Evil Knievel of some or Kiss in some way.
Well,
You will
yes,
believe a
believe
man can fly.
Yes, that's true. Yeah, kind of maybe. I don't know. Everybody else was getting philosophical, so I kind of figured I had to follow suit with Ian and Sophia's answer. So yeah, no Elvis.
It's whatever
no
answer
Kiss.
you want it to be.
Yeah, I know, but I wanted to be. I almost wore a sweater just to.
I thought that was the deal. I thought we were all wearing sweaters.
Oh,
I was gonna wear a sweater to kind
should have
of
told me.
I was gonna wear a sweater to rag on Ian, but I have way too much respect and love for Ian, so I couldn't do that.
It was a solid impression, though, I gotta say. You can break that out whenever you want.
I mean, I saved the picture.
There it is.
I saved the picture because this picture means a lot to me. It does. This is the first time you met Rose too, I believe, and this is the first time the three of us ever had a picture together. And I feel naked in that picture. No hat, no sunglasses, no nothing. Because again, I was being told to do
My band is working on
what?
Detroit Rock City.
Oh wow, cool. Being
Yeah.
told, hey, you got to do, if you want to do this, you got to do this, you got to do this, you got to do that. And finally, I was like, it ain't working. I'm gonna do it my way. Um, but that picture means a lot to me to have you two, because we had other pictures, but that one picture, the three of us.
Hi, Bill.
Hey, Bill with 1 L. The only person that was missing was Joe, because he was on the other side of the arena, if you remember right.
Yeah, I mean, it's either that or sometimes Joe doesn't like to get up for a picture, you know. And this year I've warned people I'm going to be sentimental and I'm going to be asking people for more pictures this year. So
Pictures are good. Pictures are good.
Yes. No, but that was what happened. Joe was on the other side of the convention center when that picture was taken.
so was he was on headliner row and they put Chris and I over on the side, is what you're saying? That's what you're saying.
I wasn't saying that. I wasn't saying that. Ian, you are very busy. You don't have time for conventions unless you're at a show.
You mean commissions?
And
Yeah.
That's what I said.
Yeah, you
did I
said
say?
you don't have time for conventions.
Oh no, you do have conventions. You're going to be at Harry's Collectibles in Franklin, Mass. on March 29th, April 10th and 11th at Little Giants Comic Show. That's a 2-day show now. You're going to be at CodCon in Hyannis, Mass. Wicked Comic Con, which is a free show. Bob Shaw. Heroes Con, that's your first appearance in Charlotte, North Carolina. That's Queen and King Company. And at Boston Fan Expo. And you're going to be there. So if you're there, you can go there and get some of these fine books. And then you can get a commission from Ian. Because right now he's too busy working, doing things, getting things out the door for commission. So I'm not going to ask you to say, hey, if you can get a commission, what's your lead time, yada, yada, yada. You can only do commissions right now at conventions. And that is your list of conventions. So please look at this. But if people, so far, if people want to get in contact with you and get some of your books, if they don't have any of those conventions, my God, any of those conventions on their list, they want to get some of your books, they can't make it to a store, they can't make it to Rubber Chicken and get those, but they want to get them, where could they find these books? If they can't make it to Eric's shop, if they can't make it there, where could they get those books so they can get them for you?
In a little while, I'll be opening up my web shop at encnichols.com. But you can follow me on all the socials, and I do a live stream myself once a week, every Wednesday. It's called Live Drawing. I'll be working on box doodles, pages, whatever I've got going on that week. And sometimes we do giveaways. I'll put stuff out there. So, it's really simple where if somebody shares it or comment, or no, we usually do comments, and then I use a random number generator. So we'll pick a winner and we just drop it in the mail and off it goes. But yeah, once we get the store open, I'm not quite sure when, so I don't want to put a timeline on it. And for any of those shows, it's, if you wanted to pick up a drawing at them, you could reach out to me beforehand. That way you can, I can have it done for you when you get there.
There's the website.
Right.
Yep. That's me.
That's the website, but we're also talking about Ian's Facebook page. If you want to find it, yeah, usually I do pop in, if I'm not falling asleep by then, to Ian's live drawings. Once in a while, I'll say something. Other than that, I'm just watching.
That's all right. Yeah, it's on YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, and if you don't have any social,
yes,
and,
he's on Twitch.
Oh.
Yeah.
And if you don't have any of those social medias, you can still watch it through my website.
I'm gonna follow you on Twitch.
Yes,
Right.
he is. Ian is on Twitch, and like I said, I usually do pop in, but I don't comment because the other people are always there. But if I do comment, Ian knows that I'm there, and he always says, "Hey, Lewis from the Angrygeeks," and you can see Ian draw because he has a camera specifically turned so you can watch him as he's doodling.
What is your Twitch?
I think it's Ian Chase Nichols. I think that's what it is.
All right.
All one word. But yeah, and we have other artists on sometimes. Joe's been on before, John Lucas. Trying to get Craig out and do it. Eli Stone has popped in. All sorts of folks. Jay's popped in. Yeah. we have a good time, and there's good people in the chat, and we have people collaborating. We're talking about doing actually a channel anthology, so where we'll all contribute, even people who haven't worked on comics before. Like we'll pair them up with folks so that they can, if they can't draw, but if they have story ideas, we can partner them up with somebody who can help distill it into like a little short story or something.
Yeah, Ian and I were trying to get a story about the Angrygeeks off the line for a long time. It's been on the board. With that being said, we got to end this show. Ian, it's always a pleasure, dude.
Likewise.
Love and respect. Please follow and support this cat. Go to any convention that he's at and get a commission for him. I don't care if he's busy. Put money in this man's pocket. Because, like the tagline said for tonight's episode, you should have him draw things and stuff for you. That's an actual review for Ian. Sophia and I will be back on Thursday night with another guest, but you can also find us where, Sophia?
You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, Blue Sky, and you can find us on the angrygeekshow.com.
Hey, we love you guys. We'll see you later.
The Angrygeeks about to stream online.
Oh my god, that scared the shit out of me.
One hot angel and one cool devil. Bring your podcast to a whole new level. They stop and stare as we display our greatness. All our enemies and foes will be sure to hate this. When they ask who's
The little one had a look on her
face. Feel the madness. Feel the madness. Feel the madness. Everybody lose control. Feel the madness.